everybody, Chris and Kenzie here, and today we want to talk a little bit about balance. So balance is something that can really be applied to just about anything, from work to relationships to theology. Having a good balance really matters.
Yeah, and one way that balance matters in leadership is how we relate to the people that we're leading. So leaders oftentimes struggle between getting people to feel safe in their leadership and meeting them where they're at, and helping people to stretch and grow, which can sometimes be an uncomfortable process.
Yeah, and there's really value to both sides of that coin, supporting and stretching. But the truth is, a good leader will meet people where they're at and build that trust, and will also promote self-efficacy. And I'm sure you've experienced this. The leaders that you trust are the ones you're going to let push you.
One of our favorite examples of this is Jesus himself, and if I could read just a few verses from Luke 5. On one occasion, while the crowd was pressing in on him to hear the word of God, he was standing by a lake, and he saw two boats by that lake, but the fishermen had gone out of them and were washing their nets. Getting into one of the boats, which was Simon's, Jesus asked him to put out a little from the land, and he sat down and he taught the people from the boat. And when he had finished speaking, he had said to Simon, "Put out into the deep and let down your nets for a catch." And Simon answered, "Master, we toiled all night and took nothing, but at your word I will let down the nets." And when they had done this, they enclosed a large number of fish, and their nets were breaking.
This is a perfect example of what we're talking about, because Jesus had already met those disciples, met Simon where he was at, and he had already built that trust with him. So when he said something crazy to Simon, he said, "Put your net out." And Simon didn't say, he does mention, "We've already done this," but he then takes that next step and says, "Okay, I'll trust you. I'll take that step even though it's uncomfortable." And it pays off.
And so think about that. Think about this kind of this paradigm, this balance between meeting people where they're at, which can be really comfortable, but it could also be a stagnant place. And then also the other side of pushing people and kind of broadening their horizons and having them do things that they never thought possible, and growing in ways that they need to grow, because we all need to grow. So 2 questions for you to answer kind of down in the comments. The first one is, who has done this for you? Who has loved you and supported you, yet pushed you beyond your limits? You don't have to name names, but maybe if you could share the situation and how you benefited from that.
Yeah. And the second question is, how can your leadership build trust so that you can build people? So take a minute, think about those, answer in the comments, send us a message somewhere else, whatever. We would love to hear from you. All right, another thing that we wanted to mention is IMLT.
IMLT.
Yeah. All right, so the next IMLT is coming up in October, which
sounds like a far ways away,
yeah.
But actually it's just right around the corner. Ask Norma.
Yeah. So we really want to see you guys there. And this year might look a little bit different, but we're really excited about what it's going to be. So if you have any questions about it, as always, reach out. Otherwise, you can register on the website and check it out.
Yeah.
We want to see you there.
Yep.